everybody, we're here with Bryan today for a quick interview to get to know you a little bit better. So if you're ready, off we go. So first off, why don't you just tell us, how long have you worked here?
I've worked at Carbon Valley for 4 years.
4 years? Wow, time flies.
Yep.
All right, well tell us about your journey before you got to Carbon Valley.
So worked in recreation for about 12 or so years before Carbon Valley, all campus recreation, so universities. Started as an undergrad, working intramurals, as an intramural official when I was in Northern Colorado, and then kind of hopped around at different universities, so University of North Carolina, Washington State, and then was working at University of Colorado in Boulder for about 8 years before I came here.
And because I am HR and I already know this about you, what about your involvement, just even being here at Carbon Valley? How did you start out here?
I was hired as the business and finance director, I believe was the title at the time. And then moved into the administrative director, which oversaw finance, but also guest services. And then after that, moved into a deputy director role, which now oversee basically all the areas except for HR and marketing.
Which is me. Awesome. Okay, so tell me about, you've had obviously a lot of experience before you got here, but was there any specific mentors or a specific experience that really helped shape your leadership?
Yeah, when I was an undergrad, I was getting a degree in business. I was working, as I said, an intramural official. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Knew I wanted to do something with sports kind of related. And then the intramural coordinator at the time, his name was Jason Halsey. He kind of pulled me aside and was like, "Hey, you could do this for a career if you wanted to." And then he happened to take a job at University of North Carolina and hired me as an intern there. And so I always consider him a big mentor of mine. Still talk to him occasionally now. And he really got me into the field and working in recreation, so he's a big, his kind of demeanor is a lot like mine, just very laid back, doesn't take anything too seriously, so I kind of took a lot of cues from him.
That's awesome. Okay, so on to the fun stuff. Who are you outside of work?
Do a lot of stuff with my family, so I have 2 young kids, a daughter who is 10 and a son who's 7. So a lot of stuff with them right now. So my son's into baseball, my daughter's really into gymnastics, and then they just all the stuff that they enjoy doing. So me and my wife like to do a lot of stuff with them. We like to hike as a family. I like to golf when I can get away. Watch, really into sports. So watch the Broncos, Nuggets, Avalanche, all that stuff. So, yeah.
That's awesome. And then last question, what advice would you give to somebody who was interested in pursuing a career in Parks and Recreation?
I would tell them to get as much experience as possible. I think there's many different avenues you can go through in recreation. So, sports, fitness, aquatics, operations, facilities, finance. Just get as much experience as you can. I think anyone would be willing to show you the ropes and give you that experience. So I'd say just get as much as you can. I'd also say the way I got into it is I went to grad school and got a graduate assistantship, which is a great way to do it because you get to work in recreation and they pay for your school. So I always encourage people to look into those opportunities if they're able to.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, thanks for taking a few minutes to sit and chat with me today. It was great getting to know a little bit more about you.
Thanks.